Shalom. Want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And salutations to all the Akim that's pushing this truth in sincerity and with faith. All right, to you I say Shalom because it's a lot of people out there, a lot of false prophets out there, a lot of false teachers that's you know making Israel look bad, you know, like the altercation that happened between the IUIC, some group of men of IUIC and also some group of men in the ISUPK, man. Pretty much, brothers did videos on that. I just want to speak on it just a little bit and get some scriptures and close out, you know. But pretty much it was carnal. Carnality was in the midst of what was going on that day between them. All right, they was full of emotions. You see, they say that Great Millstone make Israel look bad, but really issue false prophets that make Israel look bad, man. You know, you reprobate, you void of judgment. You know, pretty much ISUPK was pretty much came to the spot where IUIC teach or was teaching that, and they was pretty much fighting over which block is theirs. That's off, man. We don't own nothing in here, man. This is Esau's, kingdom, if you will. This is Esau's world. That those concrete streets. This Esau's, man. The kingdom of heaven is coming for the elect of the nation of Israel. This place gonna get burnt up with fire. They're talking about, it's General Yohana's block, and just strife and malice going on, man. You see? Cause they hate each other, man. They both teaching Israel, but they both hate each other, you see? The curses are real. The curses of Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15 on down is real. Matter of fact, let's get that real quick. That's going to be the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil toward his brother, and toward the wife of his bosom, and toward the remnant of his children which he shall leave. And as you can see, there's so-called black on so-called black crime, and so-called Hispanic on so-called Hispanic crime. You seeing Jake killing Jake. Jake is angry at Jake. And you see the altercation between the ISUPK and the IUIC, and you see strife and malice and contention going on. You see? But they supposed to be what? Teaching and edifying the elect, right? But they're carnal, man. And us, at Great Millstone, and the brothers that follow the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, we don't walk like that. We don't act like that. We don't do those things. And on that nigga shit. We're not on that, man. You see? So the Most High Yahweh Bashim Shah, he's exposing these camps. He's been exposing these false camps, man. The true only, you know, the if you following the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone and you teach the right doctrine, hey man, Yahweh Bashim Shah be with you, man. Because the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone are teaching the truth of the Bible. You know, this is the Philippians chapter 3 verse 2. Beware of dogs, beware of evil workers, beware of the concision. All right, beware of those dogs, beware of those false prophets, man. Beware of dogs. It says a dog, metaphorically, a man of impure mind, an impudent man. You see, in order to join the ISUBK, you have to wear all black. You know, you have to wear all black, and General Yohana is a false prophet. You see, but as you can see, the Most High Yahweh raised up General Yohana to be a false prophet to deceive other people, because Yahweh Bashim Shai don't want all of Israel. He only want the elect out of the nation of Israel. So you have Nathaniel, the leader of the IUIC. He's a false prophet. You got General Yohana. He's a false prophet. These people have an impure mind. Their followers have an impure and impudent mind. If there is, you know, the elect amongst them, they're eventually going to wake up and come out of that madness, man. You know? Beware of those dogs, man. Beware of those that's not following the doctrine and the truth of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Beware of those men, man. Okay? This is Philippians. This is Philippians chapter 3. This is Philippians chapter 2, verse, let's see, 3. Verse 2, fulfill ye my joy, that ye be like-minded, having the same love, being of one accord, of one mind. Let nothing be done through strife or vainglory, but in lowliness of mind let each esteem other better than themselves. It says, let nothing be done through strife or vainglory. What took place was nothing but strife. Just strife, man. Two camps yelling across the street, you know, like women, being emotional. You see, they don't have the spirit of Yahweh Shai in them. They just don't. They don't. Okay? They don't have the spirit of Yahweh Shai in them. They don't have the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai rested upon them. They just don't. Okay? They all over the place. They barking back at each other. Which is, it's just carnal, man. We supposed to, you know, leave that stuff alone. Leave that worldly stuff alone, man. We supposed to be separated from the world, man. This is Romans chapter 8, verse 6. Verse 5, for they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh, but they that are after the Spirit, the things of the Spirit. For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace, because the carnal mind is enmity against God. For it is not subject to the law of the Most High, neither indeed can be. So then they that are in the flesh cannot please the Most High. But ye are not in the flesh, but in the Spirit. If so be that the Spirit of the Most High dwell in you. Now if any man have not the Spirit of a Mashiach, he is none of his. It's a bunch of undesirables in Israel, man. That's on the corners, acting like they teaching. It's a bunch of false prophets, And it's up to you people to discern which teachers to follow. It will behoove you people to follow the men of great millstone, starting with the apostles and the elders on down. All right? Because through the Spirit of Yahweh Bashim Shai, starting with the apostles on down, we are about edifying the sheep. We're about prophesying. We're about the spirit of prophecy. We about, having that testimony of Yahushua. We're about doing the work diligently, week in and week out. So it will behoove you people to find who to follow, because you have to follow somebody. Okay? You have to follow somebody in truth and sincerity. Because those men or that man is going to, lead you to salvation through the Spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So we can't be carnal in these times, man, because you seeing carnality at its finest in these last days. It's 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 3. For ye are yet carnal, for whereas there is among you envying and strife and divisions, are ye not carnal and walk as men? For while one saith, I am of Paul, and another, I am of Apollos, are ye not carnal? Hey, people saying, if you don't, come under the order of General Yohana, you're not in the truth. That's not in the scriptures. They going off. You see? They be prophesying with shades on, with long hair, and with all black. Hey, they just they through, man. Then you have the IUIC still calling upon Jesus Christ, but they claim to be an Israelite camp, and their followers have a Hebrew name, but they call upon Jesus, or they call on Christ. They don't even say Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. They're carnal, man. You see? That's why the Mosai Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai is exposing these camps. These camps are off, man. This is Jude chapter 1 verse 10. But these speak evil of those things which they know not, but what they know naturally, as brute beasts. In those things they corrupt themselves. Woe unto them, for they have gone in the way of Cain. Right? Because they hate their brother, man. You can see that the hate that General Yohana has for the apostles and the brothers, man. You see the hate that Nate have for the brothers and the apostles of Great Millstone and the men that's teaching the same doctrine as the apostles. You see the hate that these other Israelite camps have for Great Millstone. You see? But the Bible calls those false prophets what? The Bible calls those evil men brute beasts, man. They're brute beasts and dogs, man. Woe unto them, for they have gone in the way of Cain and ran greedily after the error of Balaam for reward, and perished in the gainsaying of Kor. Yeah, when Kor got destroyed, and the men that that was following him. When you read the Old Testament, I think in the book of Numbers, verse 12, these are spots in your feasts of charity, when they feast with you, feeding themselves without fear. Clouds, they are without water. They without water. Carried about of winds, trees whose fruit withered, without fruit, twice dead, plucked up by the roots. These people not grounded and rooted in Yahushua, you see? These men out there that's calling upon Christ, Most High Christ, and teaching false things, they're parched, okay? They have no water. They have no spiritual water in them. This word is not in them, you see? They just feeding themselves without fear. They don't know the real reason why they in the they in this Israel thing. You see? So what the scriptures say, you have to be persuaded in your own mind, man. You gotta know the will of the Most High for you. You know? That's why the Most High, he's exposing these different Israelite camps, man. Comfy, hey, he he been exposed. You know, this is 2 Peter chapter 1 verse. 2 Peter chapter 2 verse 1. Salaki. It says, but there were false prophets also among the people, even as there shall be false teachers among you, who privily shall bring in damnable heresies, even denying the Lord that brought them, and bring upon themselves swift destruction. And many shall follow their pernicious ways, by reason of whom the way of truth shall be evil spoken of. And through covetousness shall they with feigned words make merchandise of you, whose judgment now of a long time lingereth not, and their damnation slumbereth not. Because why? These people gonna get destroyed. Ultimately, Yahweh Shema Shah is gonna destroy these false prophets and false teachers. You know. That's all I got. Shalom.